What's up, New York City? How are you today? Thanks for coming out today. We appreciate it, you guys. Let's jump right into it. Who has the first question?
Dana, I know it's not exactly been your favorite line of questioning here, but just to make sure we know the stakes. Winner here is the undisputed lightweight champ, and no interim champ for Tony Ferguson.
No interim champ. When this fight is over, champion. One of these guys will be the champion. Period.
Dana, what made Max the right guy for this fight? You know, when everything went down, we know Brian Ortega was interested. You may have had some other backup plans as well. What made Max the guy you decided to go with?
When you look at our schedule that's going on right now, everybody is fighting, you know, and he had just come out of a camp. His ankle got injured. He had some time to rest and recover. We knew, first of all, if you look at him, he hasn't lost a fight in 5 years, hasn't been taken down in 4 years, has the most finishes in the 145-pound division, and he's a fucking stud and said yes, and comes in and fights Khabib on 1 week's notice. That makes him the man.
And Dana, you know, the winner would seem to line up for a fight with Conor McGregor later this year. Have you had any initial discussions with him? Is he interested in fighting the winner of this fight?
Conor's coming back this year 100%. He will fight this year, and we'll see how this thing plays out, and we'll go from there.
Cool. Thank you, Dana. Max, if I could for you, I mean, there's been a lot of focus on the upside here, right? I mean, the stuff of legends. It's incredible what could happen. But there's risk along with this, too, right? This is a tough guy. You're coming off an injury. I mean, did you weigh the risk along with the reward before you decided to say yes?
I told these guys all the time, man. I'm 1-0 every single fight. Hey, we're about to see. We're about to see. We're about to see, you know? This is how legends are made, you know? This guy's one of the best guys in the world. The best 55er, everybody. People don't want to fight him. Well, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the best is blessed, baby. Let's go.
And Max, you'll be looking to match some history that Conor McGregor accomplished, but he never defended the belts. If you're able to do this, what would your plan be? Have you talked to Dana? I mean, would you want to try to defend both? Would you give one up? What would your plan be?
You know, I think, you know, everything is going at 300 miles per hour right now, you know, for the UFC. After the fight, we take business Saturday. After the fight, I'll sit down with UFC, we talk stories, and we figure it out, you know? There's a lot of contenders at 145 now, you know? There's Ortega, and I respect the fighters, you know? So I got to go there. I got business, but first things first is Khabib on Saturday.
Thanks, Max. And just lastly from me, from Khabib, first of all, we saw a video yesterday, a confrontation in the hotel with Artem Lobov. Can you... Can you kind of tell us, you know, what happened there? What happened in that video? What's going on back at the hotel?
Nothing. Nothing happened.
Fair enough. The last thing for me, Khabib, how do you see this fight going? I mean, Max, you've got to have a lot of respect for him, coming in on 1 week's notice and doing this so you still get your title opportunity. So, I mean, how do you see this fight playing out with him?
You know, first of all, I want to say thank you for Max. He take this fight, you know, like if you guys remember, like in January in press conference, he talked about, hey, if somebody out, I'm gonna take this fight. He the man, he take this fight. This is not about like Conor, he talk about I'm ready, stay ready, but when UFC call me, like no connect, nothing, they cannot call him because he understand, now he have to fight. Now he have to fight, come. But he cannot make weight or something like this. But you know, like, for Max, it's gonna be a long night. I respect him, you know, it's gonna be a long night, you know, because Max gonna try to knock me out in front of my old people, my team, my friends, like, or family. And you know, when cage close, I'm gonna give him like hard 25 minutes. Thank you, inshallah.
Great stuff. Max, down here in front, obviously there's been a lot of talk of you, I guess, taking this fight on very short notice. Like, how much weight do you actually have to cut to get down to 55, and how difficult is this actually going to be for you?
Everybody keep talking about 6 days notice, you know? He's taking a short notice fight against me. How are you going to get ready for 6 days for me, Khabib? That's the real question. And everybody keep asking about my weight. You know, the weight is good. After the fight, 30 more pounds. 30 more pounds. 2 sides. We're walking out of the octagon, baby.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree. You guys remember when John Jones don't take fight versus Chael Sonnen? Like 1 week or 9 days? I didn't remember. He said, this is different stylistic fighter. This, of course, for me, it's not easy to. Everybody talk about him. He's right, you know, because I all the time focus to Tony. Now they give me one of the best. He have one of the best win streak of all time in UFC. He's not smaller than me. Now he's bigger than me. You know, I want to give him respect. He take this fight, but 1 week ago he vacation, drink beer, everything. But hey, I am training for 5-round fight. You know. This guy have to knock me out.
Hey,
If he don't knock me out,
I was getting ready.
If this guy don't knock me out, it's gonna be big night for him.
The
you know?
injury
It's gonna be
for
big
it to
night.
happen.
He have to knock me out, and that's it. How he gonna beat me? Hey,
I've been training.
he make tired
I've
all
been
the time
training.
his opponents. He make tired all the time his opponents. Like Aldo, Pettis, like other guys. He make tired and he win.
It is
How we
what
gonna
it
make?
is.
Hey, how
We
we
gonna
gonna
find
make
out
me tired?
Saturday night.
How we gonna make
We
me
gonna
tired?
find out Saturday night,
We'll
baby.
see.
Let's go.
Max, just on that, you said you were on holiday and drinking beer. Is that for real? Where were you when you got the call?
I was training. It was Easter Sunday. It was April Fools. It's hard to tell people I was fighting. People did not believe me. Everybody's like, this is a big April Fool's joke. I was with my son playing Fortnite. You know what I mean? Come on. I was chilling. I was in Arizona last week at Exos. I was training. We was training. We was getting ready.
Hey,
We've been getting
be
ready,
real,
you know?
Max. You traveling LA, back home, go to the Hawaii, like, you know. You don't think about 5-round fight, you know. Now UFC give you like crazy opponent. 5-round fight with me.
You the best. You the best, and that's enough to take the
Okay.
fight. If you want to
Okay.
be the number one pound for pound fighter
Okay,
in the
let's
world,
see.
you make
Hey,
no excuses.
I watch.
This guy, everybody talk about this guy being the best fighter in the world. I want a piece of it. I want a piece of it. You test yourself. That's what real fighters do.
Hey, let's talk
I'm
about.
right here.
Hey, I watch his all opponents, all 12 win streak. Like Aldo, Pettis, Jeremy Stevens, Ricardo Lamas. Nobody like me. Hey, I'm different fighter.
Look at his one. No
Hey.
one like Max Holloway. No one like me.
Nobody like me.
We on the same boat. No one is like me. No one is like me. There's levels to this. No one is like him. I fought no one like him. He fought no one like me. We're gonna find out Saturday night. It is
No way.
what it is.
No way. Hey, I want to ask you guys, what time is it?
I want to ask you
like
guys,
this
what
guy.
era is it?
Except like
Blessed
this guy.
era, baby.
Hey.
Let's go.
Please. Brooklyn, stand up. Please. Thank you.
All right, go ahead. Finish your question.
Dano, just one for you. The other day you said, in the immediate aftermath, when Tony pulled out, you said you're never going to make this fight again. We're never going to see Tony versus Khabib. We're a few days on now. What do you think now? Will we ever see this fight? Khabib still wants it. The fans still want it.
It's the last fight on earth I want to make again. This will be 5 times. That's insane. But obviously, however this thing plays out on Saturday, you know, we'll go from there. I mean, Tony's still the #1 ranked guy in the world, either way, no matter who wins. So, believe me, I'll deal with that when it's time to deal with it.
And just one last one, sorry. You're on TSN earlier. You said Conor McGregor isn't going to be here on Saturday.
As far as I know, he's not. No.
Have you told him not to be here, or have you just heard
No,
that
of course,
he's
it would
not?
be awesome if Conor came. I mean, this is obviously a fight that is very important to him and his future. It'd be awesome if Conor was here, but no, I don't think he has any plans to be here. I don't know where they got that information from.
Quick question for Khabib down here. Khabib. Quick question. So you've been famous for the MMA bubble for a while, but seems like it's gotten transcendent. You're in the mainstream bubble. Everybody's going for you. You saw the crowd going insane for you now here. Memes on Reddit. Are you enjoying this kind of rise now? You've been there too, Max. Don't worry. Just for Khabib, he's new at this.
Of course I enjoy, you know, like when I beginning my way, I don't think about, oh, it's gonna be crazy, like, you know, hey, I beginning my pro MMA career 2008, now 2018, 10 years, nobody beat me, you know. I think I deserve this, you know, and thank you.
Dana, When Conor won the lightweight title, you said he was not allowed to hold both belts at the same time. These are obviously different circumstances. If Max wins, will he be allowed to?
Watch
carry
it be
both
done.
belts?
Watch it be done. We're gonna hold 2. We're gonna defend 2. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's going to be decided on whether or not he can defend both belts. I mean, if he can defend both belts and is willing to fight that much, anything is possible.
Over here. Down here, Dana to your left. Max, if you win, do you think you'll be an instant legend? Does that make you a legend if you get the belt and have 2 belts and be like Conor straight on top of the cage?
I'm not too focused on it, you know. Right now, you know, 2 belts is cool, but right now I'm going for the 55 belt. You know, I got a big task in front of me with Khabib, so I'm ready. You know, this is how you become a legend. You know, I keep cementing my legacy, and this is a step in the right direction, for sure.
Next question is for JJ. JJ, how big a deal is? Do you feel that you're like an instant? Do you ever think about your legacy as being like that Hall of Famer? You get to be the first person to have 2 strawweight belts and redeem that loss to the same person.
You know, I have done so much for myself and for this sport, and I was the champion for a reason. I defended my title for the 5th time, and I'm going to win the belt one more time and becoming one of the baddest female fighters in the world. And watch me on Saturday. Be patient. I had to learn how to be patient till Saturday. I promise to you.
And the final question for Rose. After pulling up basically the upset of 2017, do you think you need this win to solidify to let everybody know that wasn't a fluke?
All I need is to be myself, and that's all that matters.
Question for Khabib, over here. Khabib, from what I understand, earlier this week you parted ways with your nutritionist. Can you explain why you did that?
What?
You decided to part ways with your nutritionist. You're no longer working with George Lockhart.
Yeah.
Why did you decide that?
I think because they like Max more than me. Everything is good. That's why maybe. I don't want to talk about people bad, you know. This guy's not my opponent. This guy my opponent. If you have question about Max Holloway, let's go talk.
Is that true, Max? Did they tell you that?
They didn't tell me nothing. It's a business, you know. It is what it is.
Okay. And just a question for Dana. This scene is very reminiscent of UFC 196 when Nate Diaz came in on very short notice, and that did better than the RDA fight probably would have done against Conor. Based on what you're seeing, is it possible this does better on pay-per-view than the Ferguson fight would have, just given the buzz of the last few days?
Absolutely yes. Come on. What kind of question is that, Ariel?
No, the great thing about us being able to pull this thing off and him stepping up is this thing's a sellout on Saturday, and all the trending for pay-per-view. This is the biggest fight since 205.
And I just wanted to ask one more. When GSP fought Michael Bisping at 217 for the middleweight title, the original plan, of course, was for Robert Whittaker to fight, who was the interim champion. He wasn't available, so you did GSP Bisping. You didn't strip Whittaker then of the interim belt, so why are you stripping Tony Ferguson of the interim belt?
So I didn't strip Whittaker?
He was the interim champion when GSP fought Bisping at MSG.
There's no stripping. We're not stripping Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson isn't being stripped. The only one that's losing the belt here is Conor. Conor's losing the belt. These two are fighting for the belt. The interim belt that he had, these two were supposed to fight. Doesn't happen. One of these guys will be the champion. Tony's still the #1 contender.
Okay.
Only one king in the jungle. Only one king. Hey, you cannot be interim king. Only one king. That's why.
Hey, Brett Butler with the Shadow Leagues. Questions for Max Holloway and also a little bit for Dana. I spent a little time with boxer Mikey Garcia not too long ago, and he told me for about a year you guys have been talking about potentially fighting.
Tell him contact the damn UFC, man. I'm contracted with the UFC.
Gotcha.
If he wants these hands, he can get these hands. But right now, it could be.
But have you guys been talking, or was he just talking out his ass?
I hear talks, but nothing happens. I'm fighting with the UFC, so
Copy.
they want to make a super fight. This is the guy you got to talk to.
And Dana, with Zuffa Boxing, is that a fight that even attracts you? Max Holloway versus Mikey Garcia.
I'm not looking at, as far as Zuffa Boxing goes, I'm not looking at, bringing the two. The Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor thing was just, it was the right time. It happened, and that was that. I'm not really looking at that.
It's a question for Dana. We're talking about a massive super fight here. Holloway is by far the best guy at featherweight. He's been running through the division. Khabib's been, a lot of people think is the #1 guy at lightweight for a long time. Is it hard to be able to get the full promotion out of this with this being on such short notice?
Well, yeah, obviously this isn't the best option for this fight, but let me tell you what, I'm pretty fucking happy that this came together the way that it did. So no complaining here. It's incredible, and again, like I said, for both these guys to step up. We've been in positions before where you've seen where the guy who's been training the entire time turns down the fight with a guy who's going to come in. So for these guys both to accept the fight and the way that it was done, he literally said, I don't give a shit who you get. I'll fight anybody. And then he said, I'm in. So, yeah, he turned a real shitty day into a good day on Sunday, I can tell you that.
Yeah, this was an absolute best-case scenario in terms of a replacement opponent. When you found out Max was going to take the fight, is there like a collective fist pump at the Zuffa headquarters?
There was some fucking fist pumping going on, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
And Dana White was probably dancing. Yeah. We got to see him dancing, right?
There was some of that, too.
And finally, a question for Joanna. Obviously, this is a massive rematch. With a lot of the attention now going towards Max and Khabib because Max is stepping in on such short notice, does it give you a little bit less of a platform to, I guess, kind of play mental games with Rose as you have in the past?
I will do my job on Saturday.
Hey, Dana. I'm going to need a prediction from you. Is this going to be better than UFC 208?
What's that?
Is this card going to be better than UFC 208?
Was that Brooklyn? Yeah, we're paying Brooklyn back with this one, man. This whole card's awesome.
Appreciate it. And Max, what's been the biggest thing you've been going through or exercising mentally these past 6 days that you've been reiterating to yourself to stay focused, eyes on the prize?
I'm always focused, man. I'm always focused. I'm a champ for a reason. You got to stay focused. You got to stay ready. And we're here now, so I can't wait. A couple more days, make weight, go fight, and go eat some cupcakes. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Hey guys, I want to explain to you guys, different between money and legacy. You fight for money, I fight for legacy. It's different.
How am I fighting for money? How am I fighting for money? I'm fighting a contract fight against this guy.
Hey, he fight for money.
This
he
is
fight
legacy.
100%.
This is the
How
best man. He's the
you
best
like
man.
5-1?
Everybody's saying this is the best fighter in the world. How is this not a legacy fight?
No.
How are you not a legacy fight?
No, listen.
You're the best man in the world, brother.
You believe you can beat me?
Yeah, go ahead.
You believe?
I believe what?
You believe you can beat me?
Yes! I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't. Who's in right mind going to a fight that think they're going to lose?
Because he gotta make good money. You're gonna make good
Everybody
money.
think I would have made good money defending this title.
He need
I would have
just
waited a
make
couple
weight.
months. This is a legacy fight.
Hey.
How much times, media, how much times did I say I wanted to fight Khabib? Because everybody talk about he being the best guy.
No.
If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
We talk about
the best
ready.
is blessed, baby.
We talk about ready. You think you're ready?
Huh?
You think you're ready?
I know I'm ready. You think you ready? You take a short notice on me, brother.
I am born ready, bro.
Yeah, I was born ready. I was born ready, brother.
I am born ready.
I was born ready, brother.
No, I'm just finished my 9-week hard training for 5-round fights. You didn't train.
Hey, so you guys just heard it here first. After all the excuses, there won't be no excuses. Keep looking for excuses, guys. Help your man out.
First of all, you think about, I have to make weight, and after I come here, maybe lucky punch, and that's it. But I am
no
different mentality,
Name one time I went to a fight going lucky punch.
Make weight and stop one of the greatest win streak in UFC. Take the belt.
Hey, Khabib,
different mentality. That's why I'm talking about. Hey, you're not ready for this.
Khabib, you know what is beautiful? You know what is beautiful? We find out Saturday night, baby.
Yeah.
We're making that walk Saturday night, baby.
I agree with you.
And final question, Rose, what's the biggest difference you felt going through this training camp with the strap around your waist?
Sorry about that.
I've got some new muscles. I have more knowledge, but my spirit's the same. And, I'm like a tree. Like my leaves might change color, but my roots are the same.
Go ahead, brother.
Салам алейкум, Хабиб. Вопрос к тебе. Скажи, пожалуйста, после завоевания пояса чемпиона, будешь ли ты просить Дану Уайта о бое в России, о турнире в России?
I'm gonna give you answer in English. I think about this fight, about this event in Russia. I don't know. I hear about everything is finished. They're gonna come to Russia September. I hear about this, but I don't know. But about my comeback, I wanna come back November in Madison Square Garden.
Okay, so is it true about UFC in Russia? When it will be?
Soon. We're coming. It's gonna happen. We're coming.
Great.
Go ahead.
Hey, this question's for Khabib. You said you watched all of Max's winning streak, and you said that he hasn't fought anybody like you. But was there any moment of these last 12 fights, his win streak, that is particularly stands out to you, impresses you? Does any moment stand out?
You know, like I watched all fights. They didn't have like something about grappling, like takedown, and all his opponents, everybody striking guys, and he don't care about wrestling. He fight with Aldo, Pettis, like all these guys, like Lamas, Jeremy Stevens, like he beat a lot of good guys, but style make fights, stylistic. It's very hard fight to him. If you wanna fight with me, he need I don't understand, maybe 24 more New Years for training. Becomes new guy, wrestling guy.
We're about to find out. I can say the same thing as him. The last couple guys that he fought, whatever, blah blah blah.
I just fight with fighter like him, like 2 months ago.
Me.
Hey, I fight with Edson Barboza. What's different between him and him? What different?
His name is Edson Barboza, not Max Holloway. That is a big difference.
Hey, anybody can lose. This game is very dangerous game. You never know what's gonna happen. Like if we talk about stylistic, I fought with Edson Barboza 2 months ago. He a very good striker, boxing, kicking, everything, and he more big than him, and he have 10 weeks for training camp, It's it's different. I don't want to talk about legacy. He have to talk about money, and that's it.
Legacy. This is legacy. You guys gonna find out? Find out.
Maybe, but this is
legacy.
Not number one. Number one
this
is money.
Legacy.
Money.
It's a legacy.
Hey, when you truly fight about money, and when you truly fight for legacy, it's two different mentality.
You guys gonna see legacy Saturday night.
I'm here for legacy.
Truly, legacy.
Hey, Max. I mean, a lot of us can probably think of reasons why taking a fight on 6 days' notice would be difficult. Is there anything nice about it? Do you like anything about taking a fight on 6 days' notice?
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die, baby.
Hey, Max, one more thing for you. Habib, earlier this week, he said that if he were in your spot, he wouldn't take the fight. He just doesn't think it's a smart thing to do. Why risk a 12-fight winning streak on 6 days' notice? Did you have any reaction to him basically saying that if he was in your spot, he wouldn't have taken the fight?
That's him. He's him, I'm me. If you want to be the number one pound for pound fighters, this is what they do. Anybody can say, yeah, I got a lot of time to get ready. No, if you want to see me. Any weight class, I don't care. I want to fight. If you're going to be the number one pound for pound guy in the world, you should be willing to fight everyone and anyone. That's the truth.
Question for Dana. Dana, when it comes to the strawweight division, right? How would you view the progress of the strawweight division? It seems like Joanna quickly dominated it, and now we have a rival with Rose. So how do you view the progress of it, and when do you see a strawweight fight headlining a pay-per-view? No, it's incredible. I mean, this fight could headline the pay-per-view. the difference is we go by weight, and unfortunately they're the smallest weight. But no, this is a big fight. It's a big deal. The first fight, you know, the way that it played out and how Rose looked was an incredible fight, and this is going to be a very good fight. I predicted its fight of the night.
Real nice. And Joanna, I noticed that at this press conference you've been happy, you've been calm. Are you just ready to put that first fight behind you and, in your mind, make things right in the rematch?
I did that already a long time ago, and I changed as a fighter, and you are going to see second version of Joanna, the champion. I was, like I said before, I was the champion for a reason, and I will prove that on Saturday. My game changed. Watch it.
And one last question. This question is for Rose. Rose, you've been in this situation before, under the bright lights of New York City, calm as can be. How is it that you're able to stay calm, ignore like hostile territory, all that stuff?
Just lots of practice and just being myself and being here before. It's the experience.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Quick question for Max, to your left. Max, with all the talk of going to fighting whatever weight, fighting whoever, really sounds like another former UFC champion from Hawaii. And we know you've been lobbying for a UFC Hawaii. If you win, how close do you think you can nudge Dana into getting you that Hawaii, man?
They better come. Come on, Dana, you guys better come to Hawaii.
So I'll tell you guys today, we were working. Hawaii was happening this year, and it got shut down by the tourism board there. So it won't happen anytime soon. But we were geared up and ready to go there this year. It isn't happening. Go ahead. We'll get this.
Question for Joanna. You said that before the first fight against Rose, you planned already to move up to flyweight. If you defeat Rose Namajunas, would it be the last one, Saturday, the last fight in the strawweight division?
After my last fight, I have a plan to fight for so much longer than I was planning before my first fight with Rose Namajunas. But right now, I want to be focused only on Rose. She's my next challenge. She's the champion. But I always make my dreams and goals come true. I'm not a weak person, and I will become a champion in 2 different divisions in the future. But right now, I want to get back what belongs to me. Thank you.
I'm going to take one more question. Do we have one more question? We good? All right. Hey, New York, you're always awesome. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to square these guys off for photo ops, and we will see you on Saturday.